name is Becca. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with all of my favorite books of 2022. These are all of the books that I rated 5 stars in the year of 2022. And there's a lot. There's 33. I believe in the beginning of the month, there really wasn't that many books. I can't... Did I say beginning of the month? I meant beginning of the year. There really wasn't that many books, I don't think, because I think I was adding... If I remember correctly, if I was trying to do my, favorites of, mid-year check-in, there were, quite a few 4.5s and things like that. Yeah, that stopped being the case the second half. I discovered Devney Perry in 2022, so yeah, right there, that's a lot. So we're going to talk about all the books that I rated 5 stars last year. The thing is, I'm not going to go into synopses. I might talk a little bit, a little snippet, that's it. Really not going to go into too much of these books or we'd be here forever, and that's not happening. Alright, first up, we have Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. Also, I'm not going in any order. I literally was just writing down all of the books that I rated 5 stars that I had on Goodreads. So, there's no order to this. Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. I really enjoyed this. It's a single parent romance where the mother has to get, she has no custody of her child, and there's a lot that happened. There's a lot of grief. She was in jail, and now she's trying to reconnect with her child, and she gets with the neighbor next door. It's so good. It's so good. I loved it. I can see why other people didn't, but I really loved it. And when I said I wasn't going to tell synopses, it's a single parent trope. I had to. Alright. God, where's his hair coming from? I don't know, me. Alright. Next up, we have 2 books in the Dark Olympus series. We have Electric Idol. Every time. Where is my pop sockets? That's how the hair got stuck. There we go. Alright. So we have Electric Idol, which is Eros and Psyche's book, which, oh god, yes. And then even better was the next book. What the hell? Goodreads, come on. Thank you. Wicked Beauty. Oh, I loved Wicked Beauty so much. This is a poly romance. What the hell? Achilles, Patroclus, and Helen. Yes. Just, yes. So good. I absolutely loved that. Alright, next up, my book is in a pile somewhere. I am not getting that out, so we're just gonna find it here. If Goodreads would load right. Come on. There you go. House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. How could I not? It was funny because this almost didn't make the list. I almost didn't give it 5 stars. I was gonna give it 4.5, and then the ending came, and I was like, well, that's a 5 now. I love Sarah J. Maas. I love her writing. I love her characters. I love this series. House of Earth and Blood just had me in a chokehold. It was amazing. And then, this book wasn't as good as House of Earth and Blood. It really wasn't. But it still gave me all the feels. It was still very good, and I still really enjoyed it. I will say that I prefer the first book. But I am excited for the 3rd book now, and if that doesn't come out soon, I'm gonna riot. Alright, next up would come as no surprise. I'm just gonna hold up this book here. Indigo Ridge by Devney Perry. So the entire Eden series, except for Jasper Vale, is on this list. We have the prequel to this, which is Christmas in Quincy, this book, Juniper Hill, and Garnet Flats. Holy shit. All of these books were amazing. 5-star. Just absolute everything. This is my favorite series by Devney Perry. I absolutely love this series. Small town, what's it called? Small town romance. This one is a chief of police, and Griffin he works on the ranch. So basically, it's just so good. Juniper Hill is single parent romance. He's a chef, and yeah, that's all you really need to know about that one. Oh, Christmas and Quincy. That one was like a bodyguard romance, so good. And then Garnet Flats also has a single parent trope. Talia is a doctor, and not Garnet. Foster is a fighter, so like a UFC fighter. Just everything is amazing. Garnet Flats is second chance romance. It's just this entire series. If you have not read anything by Daphne Perry, please pick up her books. Please. They are fantastic. You will not regret it. And if you do hate her books, don't tell me. Next up, oh God. We have a duology. We have The Confidence of Wildflowers. The duology is the Wildflower Duet, by the way. And then we have the second book that I'm pressing and it won't freaking work. The Resurrection of Wildflowers by Michaela Smeltzer. Holy hell. I picked up this book because it was extremely popular at the time. Everyone was hyping up this book. So I was like, I'm just going to give it a shot. Single parent trope, age gap. Oh my God. The ending absolutely broke me. I don't know how to say it. Like, I don't know how to think about this, but like this book broke me at the end. I was screaming. So yeah. I loved it. I still can't get over that ending. It destroyed me. So, 5 stars, for sure. Okay, next up. This one I did not see coming as a 5-star. Not gonna lie. I did not see it coming at all. That is Running Wild by K.A. Tucker. This one follows Marie and I cannot believe I can't remember his name. Tyler. Marie and Tyler. Okay. So, the first book in the series, The Simple Wild, is my favorite book, right? Or at least it was. Now it's tied with Running Wild. I didn't think I was going to like a book from Marie's point of view, like all about Marie at all, because I hated her in The Simple Wild. At least, yeah, I think I hated her. Or at least I just really disliked her. Calla and Jenna, just, yes. Marie and Tyler. Oh, yes. Oh my God. I can't get over them. I want to reread this book badly. I want to reread the series now. And I hated the second book. So, that was so good. Okay, next up, we have Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I love Abby Jimenez. I love her writing. I love all of her books. Honestly, I don't think I've given one like less than 5 stars, but most of her books are 5 stars for me. I love her so much. Her writing is fantastic. Her characters, her plots, like, oh, yes. This one's no different. And there's always like a pet. This one has a goat. Okay? A little pet goat. Her favorite one for me was, oh God, what was it? The Happy Ever After playlist, which had a dog. I mean, it had a dog. Fuck yes. The next one she's coming out with is in April. I'm definitely getting that. Like, in seconds. Oh my God. The next book. I did not think I was going to give this one 5 stars. And then it just was amazing and I couldn't not. That was Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake. This one is a sapphic romance. You guys know how I feel about a lot of sapphic romances. They just don't do it for me. I try so hard to find a fantastic sapphic romance, one that would just give me all the feels, like with no unnecessary drama, because that's what I feel I'm getting all the time, is such unnecessary drama. Why? Like, the drama, yes, there's always going to be a drama in romance, but a lot of the time with a sapphic one, it's just more unnecessary shit, and I don't need it. This one was absolutely perfection. This is what I want in a sapphic romance. Give it to me. I loved every second of this. I love Delilah. And oh my god, I can't remember her name, and I feel horrible. Astrid? No, that's her stepsister. That's the next book. Shit. Claire. Claire and Delilah. Oh my god. It's also single parent trope. And just don't think that because it's single parent is the reason I gave it 5 stars. It certainly helped, but it was just absolute perfection. The drama was not really unnecessary. It was a good mix of drama and, you know, beautiful romance, and it was just so good. I will say though that just because a book has a single parent trope does not mean I give it 5 stars. Believe me, there are some that I don't like. Next up, we have The Charm Offensive by Alison Cochrane. This is like a Bachelor type, this is all about like a Bachelor type show, which I believe is called The Charm Offensive or something like that. Maybe it's called something else. Oh god. It could be called something else. I can't think about it. But Dev and Charlie, I believe Dev is the one who works on the show. So, like, you can tell maybe he has, like, that kind of thing. And then Charlie is the, what's it called? The star. He's, like, the bachelor. And they fall for each other. And it's great. And there's a lot of talk about anxiety and depression and all of it. And I love the talk about mental health and the talk about in television how women aren't, like, it all has to be like straight romances. There's no diversity. There's no what's it called? There's no diversity. That's really what it is. And even if there is like a little bit of diversity within the show, they're immediately taken out, or they're not the ones who's gonna get the guy or get the girl because they aren't what viewers want. Yeah, I love the talk about all of it, and it's fantastic. Next up is another series. So we have the Salacious Players Club series, the first book being Praise. Of course, I gave that 5 stars. The second book being, if it'll show up, Eyes on Me, which was even better than Praise. But then the one that was even better than that was Give Me More by Sarah Kate. Alright, Praise is, God, what was they all have a kink. Like, I think this one was more like the good girl kink. Eyes on Me was the stepsister romance. I think that was a voyeuristic kink, which I really love. And then Give Me More was, of course, what I wanted, my poly romance. Frick yes. Married couple introduces their best friend into their relationship. Yes. I think it's also maybe like a voyeuristic kink. Maybe not. I can't remember too much on that part. But it was just, all 3 of those books were 5-star books. Okay, so I can't, technically I guess I could say this. I did read Mercy, which is the next book in that. I did not give that one 5 stars, and I didn't read it in 2022. So that one wasn't going to be added into it. But those 3 books, yes. Okay, next up. I know this is probably really long. Actually, it's not that long right now, but still it feels like it. I'm just trying to find... We're like halfway there. All Roads Lead Here. Single parent trope, slow burn romance, small town. It's by Mariana Zapata, and it's absolute perfection. I really, really enjoyed From Luke Off with Love, but I absolutely loved All Roads Lead Here. I think I gave both of those 5 stars, but from Luke Off with Love is more like a 4.5. All Road Leads Here was just, so damn good. I was also like Grumpy Sunshine. It was perfection. Alright, next up. This book. Things We Never Got Over, which I actually have right there, but too lazy to just grab it. Oh my god, this book. Small town. It's basically single parent trope. You'll find out in the book why I'm saying like it's a single parent trope. Grumpy Sunshine kind of. It's just enemies to lovers kind of, like it's a hate love. It's so good. It's so good. Wow, this book just like this book had me in a chokehold for a while. I'm so glad that I got that for Christmas. So good. Okay. The next book I actually don't own, which is hilarious because I own the second book. Oh, there it is. I found it. Shadow in the Ember by Jennifer Armentrout. And also, this is books 1 and 2 in the Flesh and Fire series. Nope. There it goes. A Light in the Flame. I gave both of these 5 stars. Ooh. Wait, what? What? Oh, no, that's not... Oh, damn. I have to wait till December for the 3rd book? No! Great. That's gonna suck. Okay, it's fine. I'll just reread the first 2 books again. It's all good. I love them so much. Shadow in the Ember is probably my favorite, but it's Serafina and Nyktos, and I absolutely love them. This is the prequel series to the From Blood and Ash series, or Blood and Ash series, which I really love. Poppy and Castile, don't get me wrong. I really do love them. But Serafina and Nyktos, they have my heart so thoroughly. Also, The War of Two Queens, which I read, was not great. Like, I think I gave it a 4 star, but I just wish they would have just, like, I really wish Jennifer had just wrote all of the books in Serafina and Nyktos' point of view, like all of the Flesh and Fire series, and then brought out War of Two Queens, because to me it's just like, that's out of order, but that's just me. Okay, next up, we have Haunting and Hunting Adeline by H.D. Carlton. Holy shit. This is a stalker romance. It's very dark. There's a lot of trigger warnings and content warnings. I will say, read the content and trigger warnings before you go into the books. But it is a stalker romance. It's extremely dark. There is for sure a touch her and die vibes, as well as it happens. Oh yeah, so good. I just loved it. I was just devouring both books. I couldn't get over it. And then I tried reading H.D. Carlton's other book and was like, oh, no, not for me. Also, it's the Cat and Mouse duet. I don't know why I thought it was the Adeline duet. But the Cat and Mouse duet by H.D. Carlton. I can't remember what the other book is that I read. I read it for a book club. But it was just like, it wasn't as good. It was just a lot of back and forth, and I can't stand that. Stick by what you say for the first half, if anything. Don't just immediately go, I will never touch you again, and then immediately you're in bed. Like, no. Thank you. No. I can't stand that crap. Alright, next up, we have the 3rd book in a trilogy, Kingdom of the Feared by Karen Maniscalco. Fantastic end to the trilogy. I absolutely loved it. Oh my god. Like, I never read the rest of the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. I only read the first. I did try to read half of the second book. It was just meh. I wasn't feeling it, but this series is good. Very good. Alright. And then we have another set of books. But we have A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair, as well as A Game of Fate. Where are you? Also by Scarlett St. Clair. These two books are first books in series. Touch of Darkness is the first book in Hades and Persephone series, and A Game of Fate is the first book in the Hades saga. The thing is that it's the same book practically, but two different points of view. Persephone's point of view and Hades' point of view. I still very much enjoy both books, and you do get a little bit more when you have both of their point of views. So, like, there are things that Hades did that you never saw in Touch of Darkness that you get to see now. So, just saying. It was good. Alright. Oh my god. Here's another freaking series. Can you guess who the author is? If you've guessed Stephanie Perry, you were right. Alright, first up. Again, I have the book right there, and I'm not grabbing it. But we have, The Coppersmith Farmhouse. So this is the Jameson Valley series. I do not count the second book, The Clover Chapel. That was like a 4-star. But The Coppersmith Farmhouse, The Lucky Heart, The Outpost, and did I read this? No, this one I read, this one I read in January. This one I read in December, right? Yeah. Yeah, so The Coppersmith Farmhouse, The Lucky Heart, and The Outpost, all 5 stars. Absolutely loved it. Yeah. Coppersmith Farmhouse is Jess and Gigi. It's also like a sheriff and nurse, because Gigi is a nurse. Single parent trope. Yes. Silas, I think, works on his ranch, and Felicity doesn't really have a job, I don't think, because she just moved to town. Well, back to town. She used to live, it's Jess's sister. She used to live in town, and then she moved a long time ago, and now she's back, so. And then The Outpost. Sabrina's on the run from the Russian mafia, I think it was. And Bo is taking her to the outpost so she can be like in the mountains and away from civilization. It's just so good. So good. Alright, just a few more and then we're done. But while we're on the subject of Devney Perry, let's just... Can I get it here? Yes. Cool. I'm not going to put the Clifton Forge series on here because only one book. Well, no, I guess 2. Steel King and Tin Queen both got 5 stars. I think. Right? Because I don't think... Yeah, Tin Queen definitely did. So, actually, I'm sorry. It's 34 books. Yeah, because Fallen Jester got 4, Noble Prince got 4, Stone Princess got 4, Yep. Okay. So, Steel King and Tin Queen, books 1 and 6 in the series, got 5 stars from me. Steel King they're both motorcycle romance. Steel King is, the head of the motorcycle club with a reporter who wants to make a name for herself, and also the truth. Tin Queen is one of the boys in the motorcycle group, and the one he's with is the daughter of another head of a motorcycle gang, like their enemy. And she's trying to get revenge, but of course she ends up falling in love with him. It's great. Alright, just 2 more books, I think. Right? Yes. Okay. Alright. Ghost by Kat Blackthorne. Stalking It's first book in the Halloween Boys series. The second book just came out. I'm so excited to read that. But it's paranormal. It's like age old, like revenge. One night they get together, or like 1 month, because Halloween is just a whole month to them. It's all about like the revenge and getting just like killing and maiming a whole bunch of assholes, and it's just fucking great. But yeah, it's a stalker romance, kind of dark, very, very fucking good. Could also turn into a poly. I'm waiting for that. Oh, I need that. And then lastly, Flawless by Elsie Silver. It's a bull rider cowboy romance. And he's with his agent's daughter, who is sent to babysit him. It's fantastic. I absolutely love this book. And the second book, Heartless, which I read in 2023, so it's not on this list. And Powerless, which I also read in 2023, which is why it's not on this list. Elsie Silver was just fantastic. I love her small town romances. They're absolutely perfection. So definitely read those. Okay, that's it. That's all the books that were on my favorites list of 2022. The next video you see will be my ranking of my top 12 of 2022. So you will see the books in here, but it'll be an actual ranking list. There won't be as many, but these are just all of the 5 stars I gave. So stay tuned for the next video where you actually see my all-time favorites of 2022. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Happy reading.